What if I told you that the life you dream of, the success, the freedom, the impact, is not out of reach? What if the only thing standing between you and that life is the willingness to do what 97% of people are not doing? The world is divided into two groups: the 3% who achieve extraordinary results, and the 97% who settle for mediocrity. The difference isn't luck, talent, or even intelligence. It's a matter of choices, habits, and mindset. The 97% follow the crowd, cling to comfort, and live by default. The 3% dare to be different, embrace discomfort, and live by design. This session is your wake-up call. It's a deep dive into the habits, principles, and actions that separate the 3% from the 97%. It's about breaking free from the ordinary, challenging the status quo, and stepping into the extraordinary. Success isn't about doing more of what everyone else is doing. It's about doing what others won't, taking risks, thinking differently, and staying committed when others quit. It's about standing out, not fitting in. If you're tired of blending in, if you're ready to stop following the herd and start leading your own path, this video is for you. The 3% didn't get there by accident. They got there by choice. And now it's your turn to make that choice. Let's uncover what the 97% are not doing and what you must do to join the 3%. Number 1, the courage to be different. In a world that often values conformity over individuality, most people, approximately 97%, tend to follow the crowd, adhering to societal norms and expectations out of fear of judgment, rejection, or failure. This tendency to blend in is deeply rooted in human psychology. From an evolutionary perspective, fitting in was a survival mechanism. Being part of a group meant protection, shared resources, and a higher chance of survival. Today, while the stakes are different, the instinct remains. People fear standing out because it makes them vulnerable to criticism, isolation, or failure. Yet, it is precisely this willingness to be different that sets the 3% apart. The innovators, the trailblazers, and the visionaries who shape the world. The 97% follow the crowd because it feels safe. Conformity provides a sense of belonging and validation. When everyone around you is doing the same thing, it's easy to believe that you're on the right path. This herd mentality is reinforced by societal structures, schools, workplaces, and even social media that reward compliance and punish deviation. People are taught from a young age to follow rules, meet expectations, and avoid rocking the boat. As a result, many spend their lives chasing external validation, molding themselves to fit into predefined boxes, and suppressing their true selves in the process. The 3%, however, choose a different path. They embrace their uniqueness, even when it means standing alone. They understand that true fulfillment and success come from authenticity, not conformity. These individuals are willing to question the status quo, challenge conventional wisdom, and take risks that others avoid. They are not afraid to be misunderstood, criticized, or even ridiculed, because they know that greatness lies beyond the comfort of the crowd. Their courage to be different is not just a rejection of conformity, it is an affirmation of their individuality and a commitment to living life on their own terms. One of the key reasons the 3% are able to embrace their uniqueness is their strong sense of self. They have a clear understanding of who they are, what they value, and what they want to achieve. This self-awareness allows them to resist external pressures and stay true to their vision. They don't define their worth by others' opinions or measure their success by societal standards. Instead, they create their own metrics for success and pursue goals that align with their passions and purpose. This inner clarity gives them the confidence to stand out, even when it's uncomfortable. The 3% also possess a growth mindset. They see challenges and failures as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as threats to their identity. This mindset allows them to take risks and experiment with new ideas, knowing that even if they fail, they will gain valuable insights. They are not deterred by setbacks because they view them as part of the journey toward success. This resilience enables them to push boundaries and explore uncharted territory, where true innovation and creativity thrive. Another defining characteristic of the 3% is their ability to think independently. They don't accept information at face value or blindly follow trends. Instead, They critically evaluate ideas, seek diverse perspectives, and form their own conclusions. This intellectual independence allows them to see opportunities where others see obstacles and to envision possibilities that others overlook. They are not afraid to challenge popular opinions or go against the grain because they trust their judgment and intuition. The power of standing out rather than fitting in cannot be overstated. When you dare to be different, you open yourself up to unique opportunities and experiences. You attract people who resonate with your authenticity and vision, creating meaningful connections and collaborations. You also inspire others to embrace their own uniqueness, creating a ripple effect of courage and creativity. Standing out allows you to make a lasting impact, not just by what you achieve, but by who you are. History is filled with examples of individuals who dared to be different and changed the world as a result. Think of figures like Steve Jobs, who revolutionized technology by thinking differently. Rosa Parks, who stood up for civil rights by refusing to conform, or Elon Musk, who is pushing the boundaries of space exploration and sustainable energy. These individuals did not achieve greatness by following the crowd. They did so by embracing their uniqueness and pursuing their vision with unwavering determination. Cultivating the courage to be different is not easy, especially in a world that often discourages individuality. It requires self-awareness, resilience, and a willingness to face discomfort. One of the first steps is to identify and challenge the limiting beliefs that hold you back. Do you fear judgment or rejection? Are you afraid of failure or uncertainty? These fears are natural, but they can be overcome with practice and persistence. Start by taking small steps outside your comfort zone, whether it's expressing an unpopular opinion, pursuing a passion project, or simply dressing in a way that reflects your true self. Another important step is to surround yourself with people who support and encourage your uniqueness. The 3% understand the importance of a strong support system. They seek out mentors, friends, and collaborators who share their values and vision. These relationships provide encouragement, accountability, and inspiration, making it easier to stay true to yourself. At the same time, they distance themselves from toxic influences, people who criticize, discourage, or try to mold them into something they're not. Practicing self-compassion is also crucial. Being different can be lonely and challenging, and it's important to be kind to yourself along the way. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and remind yourself of your strengths and values. When faced with criticism or setbacks, treat yourself with the same understanding and encouragement you would offer a friend. This self-compassion will help you stay resilient and motivated, even in the face of adversity. Finally, remember that being different is not about rebellion for its own sake. It's about authenticity, living in alignment with your true self and values. It's about pursuing your passions, expressing your creativity, and making a meaningful contribution to the world. When you have the courage to be different, you not only enrich your own life, but also inspire others to do the same. The 97% may follow the crowd, but the 3% create the future. They are the ones who challenge norms, break barriers, and redefine what's possible. Their courage to be different is a testament to the power of individuality and the limitless potential of the human spirit. By embracing your uniqueness and standing out, you join this elite group of visionaries and changemakers. The world needs your voice, your ideas, and your courage. So dare to be different, because that's where true greatness lies. Number 2, discipline of daily habits. Success is often attributed to grand gestures, monumental efforts, or strokes of luck. But in reality, it is the result of small, consistent actions repeated over time. The difference between the 97% who struggle to achieve their goals and the 3% who consistently succeed lies in their approach to daily habits. While the majority rely on fleeting motivation, the elite few understand the power of systems, routines, and the compound effect of disciplined action. Motivation may spark the initial effort, but it is discipline that sustains it. The 3% know that success is not an event, it is a process, and daily habits are the building blocks of that process. The 97% operate under the misconception that motivation is the key to success. They wait for the right mood, the perfect moment, or a surge of inspiration to take action. This reliance on motivation is inherently flawed, Because motivation is unpredictable and temporary. It ebbs and flows, often disappearing when it's needed most. When motivation wanes, so does progress, leaving individuals stuck in a cycle of starting and stopping, never gaining momentum. This reliance on motivation is often fueled by societal narratives that glorify quick fixes and overnight success. People are drawn to stories of instant transformation, believing that success can be achieved through a single burst of effort. However, these stories are the exception, not the rule. The reality is that lasting success requires sustained effort, and motivation alone cannot provide that. The 97% also tend to focus on outcomes rather than processes. They set ambitious goals but fail to establish the daily habits needed to achieve them. Without a clear system in place, they become overwhelmed by the enormity of their goals and give up when progress is slow. This lack of discipline leads to frustration, self-doubt, and ultimately stagnation. The 3% approach success differently. They understand that motivation is unreliable and instead focus on building systems and routines that ensure consistent progress. These systems act as a safety net, keeping them on track even when motivation is absent. By prioritizing discipline over motivation, they create a framework for success that is sustainable and resilient. One of the key strategies the 3% use is habit stacking. They identify small, manageable actions that align with their goals and integrate them into their daily routines. For example, if their goal is to write a book, they commit to writing 500 words every morning before breakfast. By attaching this habit to an existing routine, they make it easier to stick to. Over time, these small actions compound, leading to significant progress. The 3% also prioritize consistency over intensity. They understand that it's better to take small, consistent steps than to rely on sporadic bursts of effort. Instead of cramming for hours the night before a deadline, they dedicate a set amount of time each day to their tasks. This approach not only reduces stress, but also allows for deeper focus and higher quality work. Another hallmark of the 3% is their ability to eliminate decision fatigue. They automate their routines by creating clear, repeatable processes for their daily tasks. For instance, they might plan their meals for the week, lay out their clothes the night before, or schedule their work tasks in advance. By reducing the number of decisions they need to make each day, they conserve mental energy for more important tasks. The 3% also embrace accountability. They track their progress, set measurable goals, and hold themselves to high standards. Whether through journaling, using productivity apps, or working with an accountability partner, they ensure that they stay on track. This accountability reinforces their discipline and helps them maintain momentum over the long term. The true power of daily habits lies in their ability to create a compound effect. Just as compound interest grows wealth over time, small, consistent actions build success. Each habit, no matter how small, contributes to the overall trajectory of your life. Over weeks, months, and years, these habits accumulate, leading to transformative results. Consider the example of reading. Reading just 10 pages a day may seem insignificant, but over a year it adds up to 3,650 pages, the equivalent of several books. This consistent habit expands your knowledge, sharpens your mind, and opens up new opportunities. Similarly, exercising for 20 minutes a day may not seem like much, but over time, it improves your health, energy levels, and confidence. The compound effect also applies to negative habits. Skipping a workout, procrastinating on a task, or indulging in unhealthy food may seem harmless in the moment, but over time, these small choices can derail your progress. The 3% are acutely aware of this and strive to make choices that align with their long-term goals, even when it's inconvenient or uncomfortable. Cultivating the discipline of daily habits requires intentionality and effort. The first step is to identify the habits that will have the greatest impact on your goals. Focus on high-leverage actions, small changes that yield significant results. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, prioritize habits like drinking more water, getting enough sleep, and exercising regularly. If your goal is to advance your career, focus on habits like continuous learning, networking, and time management. Once you've identified your key habits, start small. Break them down into manageable steps that are easy to incorporate into your daily routine. For instance, if you want to start meditating, begin with just 2 minutes a day. As the habit becomes ingrained, Gradually increase the duration. Starting small reduces resistance and makes it easier to build momentum. Consistency is crucial. Commit to practicing your habits every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. The goal is to create a rhythm that becomes second nature. Over time, these habits will become automatic, requiring less effort and willpower to maintain. Tracking your progress is another powerful tool for building habits. Use a journal, app, or calendar to record your daily actions. This not only provides a sense of accomplishment, but also helps you identify patterns and areas for improvement. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and use them as motivation to keep going. Finally, be patient. Building habits takes time, and setbacks are inevitable. The 3% understand that progress is not linear, and that persistence is key. When you slip up, don't dwell on it. Instead, refocus and recommit to your habits. Remember that every day is a new opportunity to move closer to your goals. The discipline of daily habits extends beyond individual success. It creates a ripple effect that impacts every area of your life. When you cultivate habits that align with your goals, you build confidence, resilience, and a sense of control. This positive momentum spills over into other areas, creating a cycle of growth and achievement. For example, committing to a morning routine that includes exercise, meditation, and planning your day can set a positive tone for the rest of your day. This sense of accomplishment and clarity can improve your productivity, relationships, and overall well-being. Similarly, developing a habit of continuous learning can open up new opportunities, expand your network, and enhance your career prospects. The ripple effect also extends to those around you. When you model discipline and consistency, you inspire others to do the same. Your habits can influence your family, friends, and colleagues, creating a culture of growth and accountability. The discipline of daily habits is the foundation of lasting success. While the 97% rely on motivation and struggle to maintain progress, the 3% build systems and routines that ensure consistent action. They understand that success is the result of small, consistent efforts compounded over time. By focusing on high-leverage habits, starting small, and maintaining consistency, they create a life of purpose, achievement, and fulfillment. The power of daily habits lies in their ability to transform your life, one small action at a time. Whether your goal is to improve your health, advance your career, or achieve personal growth, the key is to take consistent, disciplined action. Motivation may come and go, but discipline is the steady force that propels you forward. Embrace the discipline of daily habits and watch as your small, consistent actions lead to extraordinary results. Number 3, willingness to take risks in the pursuit of success. One of the most defining differences between the 97% and the 3% is their relationship with risk. For the majority, risk is something to be avoided at all costs. It represents uncertainty, potential failure, and the possibility of loss. This fear of failure holds the 97% back, keeping them trapped in comfort zones and preventing them from reaching their full potential. The 3%, however, see risk differently. They understand that risk is not just an obstacle, but a necessary step on the path to success. For them, taking calculated risks is an art, one that requires courage, strategy, a willingness to embrace uncertainty. The fear of failure is deeply ingrained in human psychology. From an early age, people are conditioned to avoid mistakes. In school, mistakes are penalized with poor grades. In the workplace, errors can lead to reprimands or job loss. Over time, this conditioning creates a paralyzing fear of failure that stifles creativity, ambition, and growth. The 97% become so focused on avoiding failure that they miss out on opportunities to learn, innovate, and achieve. This fear is often compounded by societal pressures and comparisons. In a world that celebrates success and shame failure, the stakes feel incredibly high. People worry about what others will think if they fail, whether they'll be judged, ridiculed, or ostracized. This fear of judgment keeps them playing it safe, sticking to the familiar and avoiding anything that might expose them to criticism. Another reason the 97% fear failure is their fixed mindset. They view failure as a reflection of their abilities and worth, When they fail, they see it as proof that they're not good enough, rather than as an opportunity to grow. This mindset creates a vicious cycle. The fear of failure leads to inaction, which in turn reinforces the belief that they're incapable of success. The 3% approach risk with a completely different mindset. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success, but an integral part of it. For them, risk is not something to be feared, but embraced as a necessary step toward achieving their goals. They recognize that every great success story is built on a foundation of failures, setbacks, and lessons learned. One of the key reasons the 3% are willing to take risks is their growth mindset. They view challenges and failures as opportunities to learn and improve. When they fail, they don't see it as a reflection of their worth, but as valuable feedback. This mindset allows them to take risks without being paralyzed by fear, knowing that even if they fail, they will come out stronger and wiser. The 3% also understand that risk is inherent in any meaningful endeavor, whether it's starting a business, pursuing a creative passion, or making a career change. There are no guarantees of success. They accept this uncertainty and focus on what they can control: their effort, preparation, and resilience. By embracing risk, they open themselves up to opportunities that others miss. Another characteristic of the 3% is their ability to reframe risk. Instead of seeing it as a potential for loss, they view it as a potential for gain. They ask themselves, what's the best that could happen, rather than focusing solely on the worst-case scenario. This optimistic perspective allows them to take bold steps and seize opportunities that others overlook. While the 3% are willing to take risks, they don't do so recklessly. They understand the importance of taking calculated leaps, risks that are informed, strategic, and aligned with their goals. This approach minimizes potential downsides while maximizing potential upsides. One of the first steps in taking calculated risks is thorough preparation. The 3% do their homework, gathering information and analyzing potential outcomes. They weigh the pros and cons, assess the likelihood of success, and identify potential obstacles. This preparation gives them the confidence to move forward, even in the face of uncertainty. Another key aspect of calculated risk-taking is having a backup plan. The 3% understand that not every risk will pay off, and they prepare for the possibility of failure. This might mean having savings set aside, diversifying their income streams, or developing alternative strategies. By planning for contingencies, they reduce the potential impact of failure and increase their resilience. The 3% also leverage their strengths and resources when taking risks. They focus on areas where they have a competitive advantage, whether it's their skills, knowledge, or network. This strategic approach increases their chances of success and reduces the level of risk involved. Another important element of calculated risk-taking is timing. The 3% understand that not all risks are created equal, and that timing can make or break an opportunity. They pay attention to trends, market conditions, and external factors, waiting for the right moment to act. This patience and discernment allow them to take risks with a higher probability of success. Taking risks requires courage, the willingness to face fear, uncertainty, and discomfort. The 3% cultivate this courage by focusing on their purpose and vision. They remind themselves of why they're taking the risk and what they stand to gain. This sense of purpose gives them the motivation to push through fear and take action. Courage is also built through experience. The more risks you take, the more comfortable you become with uncertainty. The 3% understand this and actively seek out opportunities to step outside their comfort zones. They start with smaller risks and gradually work their way up to bigger ones, building their confidence and resilience along the way. Another way the 3% build courage is by surrounding themselves with supportive people. They seek out mentors, peers, and collaborators who encourage and inspire them. These relationships provide a safety net, offering guidance, encouragement, and accountability. Knowing that they're not alone makes it easier to take bold steps. The willingness to take risks opens up a world of possibilities. It allows you to pursue your passions, achieve your goals, and create a life of purpose and fulfillment. The 3% understand that the greatest rewards often come from the biggest risks. Whether it's launching a successful business, creating a groundbreaking piece of art, or making a life-changing decision, These achievements are only possible through the willingness to take risks. Risk-taking also builds resilience and adaptability. When you take risks, you learn to navigate uncertainty, overcome obstacles, and bounce back from failure. These skills are invaluable in a rapidly changing world, where the ability to adapt is key to long-term success. Finally, taking risks fosters personal growth. It pushes you to confront your fears, challenge your limits, and discover your potential. The 3% know that growth happens outside of comfort zones, and they embrace the discomfort that comes with risk-taking. This mindset allows them to continually evolve and achieve new levels of success. The willingness to take risks is a defining characteristic of the 3%. While the 97% fear failure and avoid uncertainty, the 3% see risk as a necessary step on the path to success. They approach risk with a growth mindset, thorough preparation, and a focus on calculated leaps. By embracing risk, they open themselves up to opportunities, build resilience, and achieve extraordinary results. Taking risks requires courage, but it is a skill that can be developed. Start by reframing your perspective on failure, focusing on the potential for growth and learning. Take small, calculated risks to build your confidence, and gradually work your way up to bigger ones. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage and inspire you, and remind yourself of your purpose and vision. The rewards of risk-taking are immense. It allows you to pursue your passions, achieve your goals, and create a life of purpose and fulfillment. So take the leap, embrace the uncertainty, and trust in your ability to navigate the challenges ahead. The greatest opportunities lie just beyond your comfort zone. Number 4, the commitment to lifelong learning. In a world that is constantly evolving, the ability to adapt and grow is more important than ever. Yet, while the 3%, those who consistently achieve extraordinary results, embrace lifelong learning as a core value, the 97% often stop growing after a certain point. For the majority, learning is something that happens in school or during the early stages of their careers. Once they reach a certain level of competence or comfort, they settle into routines and stop seeking new knowledge. This stagnation limits their potential and leaves them ill-equipped to navigate the challenges of a rapidly changing world. The 3%, on the other hand, understand that learning is a lifelong journey. They prioritize self-improvement, cultivate curiosity, and continuously seek out opportunities to grow. This commitment to lifelong learning is one of the key factors that sets them apart and enables them to achieve sustained success. For the 97%, learning is often seen as a means to an end. They view education as a way to secure a job, earn a degree, or acquire a specific skill. Once they achieve these goals, they see little reason to continue learning. This mindset is reinforced by societal norms that equate learning with formal education. Many people believe that once they've completed their schooling, they've finished learning. This misconception leads to complacency and a lack of intellectual curiosity. Another reason the 97% stop growing is the fear of failure. Learning new skills or exploring unfamiliar subjects can be intimidating, especially when it involves stepping outside of one's comfort zone. The fear of looking foolish or making mistakes often prevents people from pursuing new knowledge. This fear is compounded by the pressure to appear competent and confident, which discourages individuals from admitting what they don't know. The 97% also tend to prioritize immediate gratification over long-term growth. In a world that values quick results and instant success, the slow, incremental process of learning can feel unrewarding. Many people are unwilling to invest the time and effort required to master new skills or deepen their understanding of a subject. Instead, they focus on short-term goals and superficial achievements, neglecting the deeper, more meaningful growth that comes from lifelong learning. The 3% approach learning with a completely different mindset. They see it as a lifelong journey, not a destination. For them, learning is not just a means to an end, but an end in itself. They are driven by a deep curiosity and a desire to understand the world around them. This intrinsic motivation fuels their commitment to self-improvement and keeps them engaged in the process of learning, regardless of their age or stage in life. One of the key ways the 3% prioritize learning is by setting aside dedicated time for it. They understand that learning requires intentional effort and make it a regular part of their routine. Whether it's reading books, attending seminars, or taking online courses, they consistently seek out opportunities to expand their knowledge. They also prioritize learning in their daily lives, turning everyday experiences into opportunities for growth. For example, they might reflect on their interactions with others, analyze their successes and failures, or explore new perspectives on familiar topics. The 3% also embrace a growth mindset, which is essential for lifelong learning. They view challenges and setbacks as opportunities to learn and improve, rather than as threats to their competence. This mindset allows them to approach new subjects with curiosity and openness, rather than fear or resistance. They are not afraid to ask questions, seek feedback, or admit what they don't know. This humility and willingness to learn are key to their continued growth and success. Another characteristic of the 3% is their ability to connect the dots between different areas of knowledge. They understand that learning is not confined to a single discipline, and that insights from one field can often be applied to another. This interdisciplinary approach allows them to think creatively, solve complex problems, and innovate in ways that others cannot. By continually expanding their knowledge base, they stay ahead of the curve and remain adaptable in a rapidly changing world. Curiosity is the driving force behind lifelong learning. It is what motivates us to ask questions, explore new ideas, and seek out new experiences. The 3% understand that curiosity is not just a trait, but a skill that can be cultivated and nurtured. They actively seek out opportunities to stimulate their curiosity, whether through travel, reading, or engaging in conversations with people from different backgrounds. Curiosity also plays a crucial role in problem solving and innovation. When faced with a challenge, the 3% approach it with a sense of wonder and exploration. They ask questions, experiment with different solutions, and remain open to new possibilities. This curiosity-driven approach allows them to find creative solutions and uncover opportunities that others overlook. Another important aspect of curiosity is its ability to foster resilience. When we are curious, we are more likely to view setbacks as opportunities to learn rather than as failures. This mindset helps us bounce back from adversity and stay motivated in the face of challenges. The 3% use their curiosity to fuel their perseverance, turning obstacles into stepping stones on their path to success. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, cultivating a commitment to lifelong learning is essential. The first step is to shift your mindset. Recognize that learning is not confined to formal education, and that it is a lifelong journey. Embrace the idea that there is always more to learn, and that growth is a continuous process. Next, make learning a priority. Set aside dedicated time for it, whether it's an hour a day or a few hours a week. Create a learning plan that aligns with your goals and interests, and seek out resources that will help you achieve them. This might include books, online courses, podcasts, or mentorship opportunities. Another important step is to embrace a growth mindset. View challenges and setbacks as opportunities to learn and improve, rather than as threats to your competence. Be willing to ask questions, seek feedback, and admit what you don't know. This humility and openness are key to continued growth and success. Finally, cultivate curiosity. Seek out new experiences, explore unfamiliar subjects, and engage with people from different backgrounds. Ask questions, challenge assumptions, and remain open to new possibilities. By nurturing your curiosity, you will stay engaged in the process of learning and continue to grow throughout your life. The commitment to lifelong learning offers immense rewards. It allows you to stay adaptable and resilient in a rapidly changing world, giving you the skills and knowledge needed to navigate new challenges and opportunities. It also fosters personal growth, helping you to become a more well-rounded, informed, and empathetic individual. Lifelong learning also opens up new opportunities for success. By continually expanding your knowledge and skills, you increase your value in the marketplace and enhance your ability to achieve your goals. Whether it's advancing in your career, starting a business, or pursuing a creative passion, the knowledge and skills you gain through lifelong learning will give you a competitive edge. Finally, lifelong learning enriches your life. It keeps you intellectually engaged, emotionally fulfilled, and spiritually connected to the world around you. It allows you to explore new interests, deepen your understanding of the world, and connect with others in meaningful ways. The journey of lifelong learning is not just about achieving success. It's about living a rich, fulfilling, and purposeful life. The commitment to lifelong learning is a defining characteristic of the 3%. While the 97% stop growing after a certain point, the 3% prioritize learning and self-improvement as core values. They embrace curiosity, cultivate a growth mindset, and continuously seek out opportunities to expand their knowledge and skills. This commitment to lifelong learning enables them to stay adaptable, resilient, and successful in a rapidly changing world. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, the journey begins with a shift in mindset. Recognize that learning is a lifelong journey, make it a priority, and embrace curiosity. By committing to lifelong learning, you will not only achieve your goals, but also live a richer, more fulfilling life. The rewards of lifelong learning are immense, and the journey is one of the most meaningful and transformative experiences you can undertake. Number 5. The focus on long-term goals. In a world that often prioritizes instant gratification, the ability to focus on long-term goals is a rare and powerful trait. While the 97% chase quick wins and immediate rewards, the 3%, those who consistently achieve extraordinary results, understand the importance of staying committed to their vision. They recognize that true success is not about short-term gains, but about sustained effort and perseverance over time. This focus on long-term goals requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to delay gratification. It is this ability to keep their eyes on the horizon, even when the path is difficult, that sets the 3% apart and enables them to achieve lasting success. The 97% are often driven by the desire for immediate results. This tendency is fueled by societal pressures and cultural narratives that glorify instant success. From social media influencers who appear to achieve fame overnight, to get-rich-quick schemes that promise effortless wealth, the message is clear: success should be fast and easy. This mindset leads people to prioritize short-term gains over long-term growth, often at the expense of their future potential. Another reason the 97% chase quick wins is the fear of missing out, FOMO. In a world that moves at breakneck speed, there is a constant pressure to keep up. People worry that if they don't act quickly, they'll be left behind. This fear drives them to pursue immediate rewards, even when those rewards are superficial or unsustainable. They become so focused on the present that they lose sight of their long-term goals. The 97% also tend to lack clarity about their vision and purpose. Without a clear sense of direction, they are easily swayed by external influences and distractions. They jump from one opportunity to the next, chasing whatever seems promising in the moment. This lack of focus prevents them from making meaningful progress and leaves them feeling unfulfilled. The 3% approach their goals with a completely different mindset. They understand that true success requires a long-term perspective and are willing to invest the time and effort needed to achieve their vision. This commitment to long-term goals is rooted in a clear sense of purpose and a deep understanding of what they want to achieve. One of the key ways the 3% stay committed to their vision is by setting clear, specific, and meaningful goals. They take the time to define what success looks like for them and create a roadmap to get there. This clarity allows them to stay focused and motivated, even when the journey is challenging. They also break down their long-term goals into smaller, manageable milestones, making it easier to track their progress and stay on course. The 3% also prioritize consistency over intensity. They understand that success is not about dramatic, one-time efforts, but about small, consistent actions repeated over time. They focus on building habits and routines that align with their long-term goals, ensuring that they make steady progress, even when the results are not immediately visible. Another characteristic of the 3% is their ability to resist distractions and stay focused on their priorities. They recognize that the path to long-term success is filled with temptations and obstacles, and they are disciplined in their approach. They set boundaries, eliminate time-wasting activities, and stay committed to their vision, even when it's difficult. Delayed gratification is a cornerstone of the 3% success. It is the ability to resist the temptation of immediate rewards in favor of long-term gains. This skill is essential for achieving long-term goals, as it requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to endure short-term discomfort for future benefits. The concept of delayed gratification was famously demonstrated in the Stanford marshmallow experiment. where children were given the choice between eating one marshmallow immediately or waiting to receive 2 marshmallows later. The study found that those who were able to delay gratification tended to have better life outcomes, including higher academic achievement, better health, and greater career success. This research highlights the importance of self-control and long-term thinking in achieving success. The 3% understand the power of delayed gratification and actively cultivate this skill. They are willing to make sacrifices in the present to achieve their future goals. Whether it's saving money instead of spending it, investing in their education, or dedicating time to a passion project, they prioritize long-term rewards over short-term pleasures. Delayed gratification also requires a strong sense of purpose and vision. The 3% are able to stay committed to their long-term goals because they have a clear understanding of why those goals matter. They remind themselves of their purpose and the impact their efforts will have, which helps them stay motivated and focused. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, cultivating a focus on long-term goals is essential. The first step is to define your vision and purpose. Take the time to reflect on what you truly want to achieve and why it matters to you. This clarity will provide the motivation and direction needed to stay committed to your goals. Next, set clear, specific, and meaningful long-term goals. Break them down into smaller, manageable milestones and create a plan to achieve them. This roadmap will help you stay focused and make steady progress, even when the journey is challenging. Another important step is to prioritize consistency over intensity. Focus on building habits and routines that align with your long-term goals. Whether it's dedicating time each day to your goals, practicing self-discipline, or eliminating distractions, these small, consistent actions will compound over time and lead to significant progress. It's also crucial to cultivate the skill of delayed gratification. Practice resisting the temptation of immediate rewards in favor of long-term gains. This might mean saving money instead of spending it, investing in your education, or dedicating time to a passion project. Remind yourself of your purpose and the impact your efforts will have, which will help you stay motivated and focused. Finally, surround yourself with supportive people who share your commitment to long-term goals. Seek out mentors, peers, and collaborators who encourage and inspire you. These relationships will provide accountability, encouragement, and valuable insights, making it easier to stay on track. The focus on long-term goals offers immense rewards. It allows you to achieve meaningful, lasting success that goes beyond superficial achievement. By staying committed to your vision, you create a life of purpose, fulfillment, and impact. Focusing on long-term goals also builds resilience and perseverance. The journey to achieving your goals will inevitably involve challenges and setbacks. But by staying focused on the bigger picture, you develop the strength and determination to overcome obstacles. This resilience is invaluable in navigating the ups and downs of life and achieving sustained success. Finally, focusing on long-term goals fosters personal growth. The process of working toward your goals pushes you to develop new skills, expand your knowledge, and challenge your limits. This growth not only helps you achieve your goals, but also enriches your life and makes you a more well-rounded, capable individual. The focus on long-term goals is a defining characteristic of the 3%. While the 97% chase quick wins and immediate rewards, the 3% stay committed to their vision, understanding that true success requires sustained effort and perseverance over time. They prioritize consistency over intensity, resist distractions, and cultivate the skill of delayed gratification. This focus on long-term goals enables them to achieve meaningful, lasting success and create a life of purpose and fulfillment. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, the journey begins with defining your vision and purpose, setting clear long-term goals, and prioritizing consistency. Cultivate the skill of delayed gratification, surround yourself with supportive people, and stay committed to your vision, even when the path is challenging. The rewards of focusing on long-term goals are immense, and the journey is one of the most meaningful and transformative experiences you can undertake. Number 6, the ability to say no. In a world that constantly demands our attention, the ability to say no is a rare and invaluable skill. While the 97% often find themselves overwhelmed by commitments, distractions, and obligations, the 3%, those who consistently achieve extraordinary results, understand the power of setting boundaries. They recognize that saying no is not just about rejecting opportunities. It's about protecting their time, energy, and focus. By mastering the art of saying no, the 3% create the space they need to pursue their goals, maintain their well-being, and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. The 97% often struggle to say no because they fear missing out, disappointing others, or being perceived as uncooperative. This tendency to say yes to everything is rooted in a desire for approval and a fear of rejection. Many people worry that saying no will damage their relationships, harm their reputation, or close doors to future opportunities. As a result, they overcommit themselves, spreading their time and energy too thin. Another reason the 97% say yes to everything is a lack of clarity about their priorities. Without a clear sense of what truly matters to them, they are easily swayed by external demands and distractions. They become reactive rather than proactive, responding to the needs and expectations of others rather than focusing on their own goals and values. This lack of focus leads to burnout, frustration, and a sense of being stuck. The 97% also tend to underestimate the cost of saying yes. Every time they agree to a new commitment, they are sacrificing time and energy that could be spent on their own priorities. Over time, these small sacrifices add up, leaving them with little time for what truly matters. They become trapped in a cycle of busyness, constantly reacting to external demands rather than taking control of their own lives. The 3% approach the ability to say no with a completely different mindset. They understand that their time and energy are finite resources, and that saying yes to one thing means saying no to something else. They are intentional about how they allocate their resources, ensuring that they are focused on their highest priorities. One of the key ways the 3% protect their time and energy is by setting clear boundaries. They know what they are willing to commit to and what they are not, and they communicate these boundaries clearly and confidently. This clarity allows them to say no to opportunities and requests that do not align with their goals and values, without feeling guilty or conflicted. The 3% also prioritize their well-being. They recognize that overcommitting themselves leads to stress, burnout, and diminished performance. By saying no to unnecessary commitments, they create the space they need to rest, recharge, and maintain their physical and mental health. This focus on well-being allows them to perform at their best and sustain their efforts over the long term. Another characteristic of the 3% is their ability to focus on their highest priorities. They understand that not all opportunities are created equal, and that some are more aligned with their goals than others. They are selective about the commitments they take on, ensuring that each one contributes to their long-term vision. This focus allows them to make meaningful progress toward their goals, rather than getting bogged down in distractions. Setting boundaries is essential for protecting your time, energy, and focus. Boundaries define what is acceptable and what is not, allowing you to create a structure that supports your goals and well-being. Without boundaries, it's easy to become overwhelmed by external demands and lose sight of your priorities. One of the first steps in setting boundaries is to define your priorities. Take the time to reflect on what truly matters to you and what you want to achieve. This clarity will provide the foundation for your boundaries, helping you determine what you are willing to commit to and what you are not. Once you've defined your priorities, communicate your boundaries clearly and confidently. This might mean saying no to requests that do not align with your goals, setting limits on your availability, or delegating tasks to others. It's important to be assertive but respectful in your communication, ensuring that others understand and respect your boundaries. Another important aspect of setting boundaries is learning to manage guilt and fear. Many people struggle to say no because they worry about disappointing others or being perceived as uncooperative. It's important to recognize that saying no is not selfish. It's a necessary act of self-care and self-respect. By setting boundaries, you are protecting your time and energy, allowing you to show up as your best self in the commitments you do take on. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, cultivating the ability to say no is essential. The first step is to develop a clear sense of your priorities and values. Take the time to reflect on what truly matters to you and what you want to achieve. This clarity will provide the foundation for your boundaries and help you make decisions that align with your goals. Next, practice saying no in small, low-stakes situations. Start by declining requests that are not aligned with your priorities or that you simply do not have the time or energy for. As you become more comfortable with saying no, you can apply this skill to more significant commitments and opportunities. It's also important to develop a mindset of abundance. Many people say yes to everything because they fear missing out or closing doors to future opportunities. By cultivating a mindset of abundance, you recognize that there will always be more opportunities, and that saying no to one thing opens the door to something better. This mindset allows you to say no with confidence and without regret. Another key aspect of cultivating the ability to say no is building your self-confidence. Many people struggle to say no because they worry about how others will perceive them. By building your self-confidence, you become more comfortable with setting boundaries and asserting your needs. This confidence allows you to say no without fear of judgment or rejection. Finally, surround yourself with supportive people who respect your boundaries. Seek out relationships with individuals who understand and value your priorities, and who encourage you to take care of yourself. These relationships will provide the support and encouragement you need to stay committed to your boundaries and say no when necessary. The ability to say no offers immense rewards. It allows you to protect your time, energy, and focus, ensuring that you are able to pursue your goals and maintain your well-being. By saying no to unnecessary commitments, you create the space you need to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Saying no also builds self-respect and confidence. When you set boundaries and assert your needs, you send a message to yourself and others that your time and energy are valuable. This self-respect fosters a sense of empowerment and confidence, allowing you to take control of your life and make decisions that align with your goals. Finally, saying no allows you to show up as your best self in the commitments you do take on. By protecting your time and energy, you are able to give your full attention and effort to the things that truly matter. This focus and presence lead to higher quality work, deeper relationships, and a greater sense of fulfillment. The ability to say no is a defining characteristic of the 3%. While the 97% often find themselves overwhelmed by commitments and distractions, the 3% protect their time, energy, and focus by setting clear boundaries and saying no to unnecessary demands. They understand that saying no is not just about rejecting opportunities, it's about creating the space they need to pursue their goals and maintain their well-being. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, the journey begins with defining your priorities, setting clear boundaries, and practicing the skill of saying no. Cultivate a mindset of abundance, build your self-confidence, and surround yourself with supportive people who respect your boundaries. The rewards of saying no are immense, and the journey is one of the most meaningful and transformative experiences you can undertake. By mastering the art of saying no, you take control of your life and create the space you need to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Number 7. The resilience to keep going. In the pursuit of success, resilience is the defining trait that separates the 3% from the 97%. While the majority often give up at the first sign of failure, the elite few possess the tenacity to keep going. No matter how difficult the journey becomes, resilience is not just about bouncing back from setbacks. It's about using those setbacks as fuel to propel yourself forward. It's about adopting a mindset of relentless persistence, where challenges are seen not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. For the 3%, failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. The 97% often lack the resilience to persevere through challenges because they view failure as a reflection of their worth. From a young age, many are conditioned to fear mistakes. In school, failure is penalized with poor grades. In the workplace, errors can lead to reprimands or job loss. Over time, this conditioning creates a paralyzing fear of failure that stifles ambition and growth. When setbacks occur, the 97% interpret them as proof that they're not good enough, leading to self-doubt and surrender. Another reason the 97% give up is their fixed mindset. They believe that talent and intelligence are innate and unchangeable. When they encounter obstacles, they see them as evidence of their limitations rather than opportunities to improve. This mindset leaves them ill-equipped to handle adversity, as they lack the belief that they can grow and overcome challenges through effort and learning. The 97% also tend to focus on short-term results rather than long-term progress. They expect immediate success and become discouraged when it doesn't materialize. This impatience leads them to abandon their goals prematurely, often just before they're on the verge of a breakthrough. Without the ability to delay gratification and stay committed to their vision, they miss out on the rewards of sustained effort. The 3% approach failure with a completely different mindset. They see setbacks not as a reflection of their worth, but as valuable feedback. For them, failure is an essential part of the learning process, a stepping stone on the path to success. This growth mindset allows them to view challenges as opportunities to grow, adapt, and improve. One of the key ways the 3% use setbacks as fuel is by reframing their perspective. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" they ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in focus transforms failure from a source of frustration into a source of insight. They analyze their mistakes, identify areas for improvement, and adjust their approach accordingly. This process of reflection and adaptation allows them to turn setbacks into comebacks. The 3% also cultivate emotional resilience, which enables them to stay calm and focused in the face of adversity. They don't let fear, anger, or frustration dictate their actions. Instead, they channel their emotions into productive outlets, using them as motivation to keep going. This emotional mastery allows them to maintain clarity and composure even when the going gets tough. Another characteristic of the 3% is their ability to stay committed to their vision, even when progress is slow or uncertain. They understand that success is not a straight line, but a series of ups and downs. They remain focused on their long-term goals, using setbacks as opportunities to refine their strategy and strengthen their resolve. This unwavering commitment allows them to persevere through challenges and achieve extraordinary results. Relentless persistence is the hallmark of the 3%. It's the ability to keep going, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. This mindset is rooted in a deep sense of purpose and a belief in the importance of their goals. The 3% are driven by a vision that is bigger than themselves, and this sense of purpose fuels their determination to keep moving forward. One of the key components of relentless persistence is self-discipline. The 3% understand that success requires consistent effort, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. They prioritize their goals over short-term pleasures, staying committed to their vision even when distractions and temptations arise. This discipline allows them to maintain momentum and make steady progress, even in the face of adversity. Another important aspect of relentless persistence is adaptability. The 3% recognize that the path to success is rarely straightforward and that they will need to adjust their approach along the way. They are open to feedback, willing to experiment with new strategies, and quick to pivot when necessary. This flexibility allows them to navigate obstacles and seize opportunities, even in uncertain conditions. The 3% also cultivate a strong support system. They surround themselves with mentors, peers, and collaborators who encourage and inspire them. These relationships provide accountability, encouragement, and valuable insights, making it easier to stay resilient and motivated. Knowing that they're not alone gives them the strength to keep going, even when the journey is challenging. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, cultivating resilience and relentless persistence is essential. The first step is to adopt a growth mindset. Recognize that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but an opportunity to learn and grow. Embrace challenges as opportunities to improve and view setbacks as valuable feedback. This shift in perspective will help you stay motivated and focused, even in the face of adversity. Next, develop emotional resilience. Practice managing your emotions in healthy ways, whether through mindfulness, journaling, or physical activity. Learn to stay calm and focused under pressure, and channel your emotions into productive outlets. This emotional mastery will help you maintain clarity and composure, even when the going gets tough. Another important step is to stay committed to your vision. Remind yourself of your purpose and the impact your efforts will have. Break down your long-term goals into smaller, manageable milestones, and celebrate your progress along people who encourage and inspire you, and seek out mentors and peers who can provide guidance and accountability. These relationships will provide the support and encouragement you need to stay resilient and motivated, even when the journey is challenging. This sense of purpose and progress will help you stay motivated and resilient, even when progress is slow or uncertain. It's also crucial to build a strong support system. Surround yourself with PG. Finally, practice self-discipline and adaptability. Prioritize your goals over short-term pleasures, and stay committed to your vision even when distractions and temptations arise. Be open to feedback, willing to experiment with new strategies, and quick to pivot when necessary. This discipline and flexibility will help you navigate obstacles and seize opportunities, even in uncertain conditions. The rewards of resilience and relentless persistence are immense. They allow you to achieve extraordinary results, even in the face of adversity. By staying committed to your vision and using setbacks as fuel, you create a life of purpose, fulfillment, and impact. Resilience and persistence also build character and confidence. When you overcome challenges and achieve your goals, you develop a sense of self-efficacy and empowerment. This confidence allows you to take on even bigger challenges and pursue even greater goals, creating a positive cycle of growth and achievement. Finally, resilience and persistence foster personal growth. The process of overcoming challenges pushes you to develop new skills, expand your knowledge, and challenge your limits. This growth not only helps you achieve your goals, but also enriches your life and makes you a more well-rounded, capable individual. The resilience to keep going is a defining characteristic of the 3%. While the 97% often give up at the first sign of failure, the 3% use setbacks as fuel to propel themselves forward. They adopt a mindset of relentless persistence, staying committed to their vision and using challenges as opportunities for growth. This resilience allows them to achieve extraordinary results and create a life of purpose and fulfillment. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, the journey begins with adopting a growth mindset, developing emotional resilience, and staying committed to your vision. Build a strong support system, practice self-discipline and adaptability, and use setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. The rewards of resilience and relentless persistence are immense, and the journey is one of the most meaningful and transformative experiences you can undertake. By cultivating these traits, you take control of your life and create the resilience you need to achieve your goals and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Number 8, focus on value creation. In the pursuit of success, the mindset of value creation is a defining trait that separates the 3% from the 97%. While the majority often focus on what they can take, whether it's money, recognition, or opportunities, the elite few prioritize giving and serving. They understand that true success is not about accumulating resources for themselves, but about creating value for others. This focus on value creation is rooted in the law of reciprocity. When you give generously, you create a ripple effect that ultimately enriches your own life. For the 3%, success is not a zero-sum game. It's a cycle of giving and receiving that benefits everyone involved. The 97% often operate from a scarcity mindset, believing that there is only so much success, wealth, or opportunity to go around. This mindset leads them to focus on taking as much as they can, often at the expense of others. They view success as a competition, where one person's gain is another's loss. This zero-sum mentality fosters selfishness, short-term thinking, and a lack of collaboration. Another reason the 97% focus on taking is their desire for immediate gratification. They prioritize quick wins and short-term gains over long-term value creation. This approach often leads to superficial success, money, status, or recognition that lacks depth and sustainability. Without a focus on creating genuine value, their achievements are hollow and fleeting. The 97% also tend to lack a clear sense of purpose. Without a deeper understanding of why they're pursuing success, they default to chasing external rewards. They measure their worth by what they have rather than what they contribute, leading to a cycle of dissatisfaction and unfulfilled potential. The 3% approach success with a completely different mindset. They understand that true success is not about what you take, but what you give. By focusing on creating value for others, they build meaningful relationships, foster trust, and create opportunities for mutual growth. This focus on giving and serving is rooted in an abundance mindset, the belief that there is enough success, wealth, and opportunity for everyone. One of the key ways the 3% prioritize giving is by focusing on solving problems. They ask themselves, how can I make a difference, and what value can I provide? Whether it's through their work, their relationships, or their contributions to society, they strive to create solutions that benefit others. This problem-solving mindset allows them to identify opportunities where others see obstacles and to create value in ways that are both meaningful and impactful. The 3% also prioritize building genuine relationships. They understand that success is not achieved in isolation but through collaboration and connection. They invest time and energy in nurturing relationships, offering support, and creating win-win scenarios. By giving generously, whether it's their time, knowledge, or resources, they build trust and goodwill, which often leads to reciprocal opportunity. Another characteristic of the 3% is their long-term perspective. They understand that value creation is a process that requires patience and persistence. They are willing to invest in projects, relationships, and initiatives that may not yield immediate returns, but have the potential to create lasting impact. This long-term focus allows them to build a legacy of value that extends far beyond their own achievements. The law of reciprocity is a fundamental principle that underpins the 3%'s focus on value creation. It states that when you give generously, you create a cycle of giving and receiving that benefits everyone involved. This principle is not about keeping score or expecting immediate returns. It's about creating a culture of generosity and trust that fosters mutual success. One of the key ways the law of reciprocity manifests is through relationships. When you give generously, whether it's your time, expertise, or resources, you build trust and goodwill. People are naturally inclined to reciprocate, creating opportunities for collaboration and support. This cycle of giving and receiving strengthens relationships and creates a network of mutual success. The law of reciprocity also applies to opportunities. When you focus on creating value for others, you position yourself as a valuable resource. People are more likely to think of you when opportunities arise, whether it's a job offer, a partnership, or a referral. This creates a positive feedback loop where your generosity leads to new opportunities, which in turn allow you to create even more value. Another important aspect of the law of reciprocity is its impact on personal fulfillment. When you focus on giving and serving, you experience a sense of purpose and connection that goes beyond material success. This fulfillment fuels your motivation and resilience, making it easier to stay committed to your goals and overcome challenges. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, cultivating a focus on value creation is essential. The first step is to shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Recognize that there is enough success, wealth, and opportunity for everyone, and that your success does not come at the expense of others. This mindset shift will allow you to approach success with generosity and collaboration, rather than competition and selfishness. Next, identify ways to create value in your work, relationships, and community. Ask yourself, how can I make a difference? And what problems can I solve? Look for opportunities to contribute your skills, knowledge, and resources in ways that benefit others. This might mean mentoring someone, volunteering your time, or creating a product or service that meets a genuine need. Another important step is to build genuine relationships. Invest time and energy in nurturing connections, offering support, and creating win-win scenarios. Be generous with your time, knowledge, and resources, and focus on building trust and goodwill. These relationships will create a network of mutual support and opportunity that enriches your life and the lives of others. It's also crucial to adopt a long-term perspective. Recognize that value creation is a process that requires patience and persistence. Be willing to invest in projects, relationships, and initiatives that may not yield immediate returns, but have the potential to create lasting impact. This long-term focus will allow you to build a legacy of value that extends far beyond your own achievements. Finally, practice gratitude and generosity. Take time to appreciate the value that others bring to your life, and look for ways to give back. Whether it's through a kind word, a thoughtful gesture, or a significant contribution, your generosity will create a ripple effect that enriches your life and the lives of those around you. The focus on value creation offers immense rewards. It allows you to achieve meaningful, lasting success that goes beyond superficial achievements. By creating value for others, you build a life of purpose, fulfillment, and impact. Value creation also fosters strong, meaningful relationships. When you give generously, you build trust and goodwill, creating a network of mutual support and opportunity. These relationships enrich your life and provide the foundation for long-term success. Finally, value creation creates a positive cycle of giving and receiving. When you focus on creating value for others, you position yourself as a valuable resource, opening up new opportunities and possibilities. This cycle of generosity and reciprocity enriches your life and the lives of those around you, creating a culture of mutual success. The focus on value creation is a defining characteristic of the 3%. While the 97% often focus on what they can take, the 3% prioritize giving and serving. They understand that true success is not about accumulating resources for themselves, but about creating value for others. This focus on value creation is rooted in the law of reciprocity, which creates a cycle of giving and receiving that benefits everyone involved. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, the journey begins with shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance, identifying ways to create value, and building genuine relationships. Adopt a long-term perspective, practice gratitude and generosity, and focus on creating meaningful impact. The rewards of value creation are immense, and the journey is one of the most meaningful and transformative experiences you can undertake. By focusing on giving and serving, you create a life of purpose, fulfillment, and lasting success. Number 9. The willingness to embrace discomfort. In the pursuit of success, the willingness to embrace discomfort is a defining trait that separates the 3% from the 97%. While the majority cling to their comfort zones, avoiding uncertainty and challenges, the elite few understand that growth and achievement lie beyond the boundaries of familiarity. For the 3%, discomfort is not something to be avoided, but embraced as a necessary part of the journey. They recognize that true success requires stepping into the unknown, taking risks, and pushing through fear. This willingness to embrace discomfort is what allows them to thrive in uncertainty and achieve extraordinary results. The 97% often remain in their comfort zones because they fear the unknown. Comfort zones are psychological safe spaces where routines are predictable, stress is minimized, and familiarity reigns. While these zones provide a sense of security, they also act as invisible barriers to growth. The fear of failure, rejection, or embarrassment keeps people trapped in these zones, preventing them from taking risks or pursuing their full potential. Another reason the 97% stay in their comfort zones is the desire for immediate comfort and ease. In a world that prioritizes convenience and instant gratification, discomfort is seen as something to be avoided at all costs. People gravitate toward activities, relationships, and routines that feel safe and familiar, even if they don't align with their long-term goals. This preference for short-term comfort over long-term growth leads to stagnation and unfulfilled potential. The 97% also tend to lack clarity about their purpose and vision. Without a clear sense of direction, they default to staying in familiar territory, avoiding the discomfort that comes with uncertainty. This lack of purpose leaves them feeling stuck, as they are unable to muster the motivation or courage to step outside their comfort zones. The 3% approach discomfort with a completely different mindset. They understand that growth and success require stepping into the unknown and embracing uncertainty. For them, discomfort is not a barrier, but a gateway to new opportunities and possibilities. They recognize that the greatest achievements often come from the most challenging experiences. One of the key ways the 3% thrive in uncertainty is by adopting a growth mindset. They view challenges and setbacks as opportunities to learn and improve, rather than as threats to their competence. This mindset allows them to approach discomfort with curiosity and openness, rather than fear or resistance. They see every challenge as a chance to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. The 3% also cultivate emotional resilience, which enables them to navigate uncertainty with confidence and composure. They don't let fear, anxiety, or doubt dictate their actions. Instead, they acknowledge these emotions and use them as fuel to push forward. This emotional mastery allows them to stay focused and determined, even when the path ahead is unclear. Another characteristic of the 3% is their ability to take calculated risks. They understand that uncertainty is an inherent part of any meaningful endeavor, and that taking risks is necessary for growth. They weigh the potential rewards against the potential downsides, make informed decisions, and take action despite the possibility of failure. This willingness to take risks allows them to seize opportunities that others miss. Discomfort is a powerful catalyst for growth. It pushes us to confront our fears, challenge our limits, and discover our potential. The 3% understand that growth happens outside of comfort zones and actively seek out opportunities to step into discomfort. One of the key benefits of embracing discomfort is the development of resilience. When we face challenges and push through difficult situations, we build mental and emotional strength. This resilience allows us to handle future challenges with greater ease and confidence. The more we expose ourselves to discomfort, the more resilient we become, creating a positive cycle of growth and achievement. Discomfort also fosters creativity and innovation. When we step outside our comfort zones, we are forced to think differently and explore new possibilities. This shift in perspective often leads to breakthroughs and novel solutions that we wouldn't have discovered otherwise. The 3% thrive in uncertainty because they see it as an opportunity to innovate and create. Another important aspect of discomfort is its ability to build self-confidence. When we take risks and face challenges, we prove to ourselves that we are capable of handling difficult situations. This sense of accomplishment boosts our self-esteem and empowers us to take on even bigger challenges. Over time, this confidence becomes a driving force that propels us toward our goals. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, cultivating the willingness to embrace discomfort is essential. The first step is to shift your mindset. Recognize that discomfort is not something to be avoided, but embraced as a necessary part of growth. Reframe challenges as opportunities and view uncertainty as a gateway to new possibilities. Next, take small, deliberate steps outside your comfort zone. Start with low-stakes situations that push you slightly beyond your current limits. This might mean speaking up in a meeting, trying a new activity, or initiating a difficult conversation. As you become more comfortable with discomfort, gradually increase the level of challenge. It's also important to develop emotional resilience. Practice managing your emotions in healthy ways, whether through mindfulness, journaling, or physical activity. Learn to stay calm and focused under pressure, and channel your emotions into productive outlets. This emotional mastery will help you navigate discomfort with confidence and composure. Another key aspect of embracing discomfort is setting clear goals and priorities. When you have a clear sense of purpose, it becomes easier to push through discomfort because you understand why it's necessary. Break down your long-term goals into smaller, manageable steps, and focus on the progress you're making. This sense of purpose and progress will help you stay motivated and resilient. Finally, surround yourself with supportive people who encourage and inspire you. Seek out mentors, peers, and collaborators who challenge you to grow and support you in your journey. These relationships will provide the encouragement and accountability you need to step outside your comfort zone and embrace discomfort. The willingness to embrace discomfort offers immense rewards. It allows you to achieve extraordinary results, build resilience, and unlock your full potential. By stepping outside your comfort zone, you create a life of purpose, fulfillment, and impact. Embracing discomfort also fosters personal growth. The process of facing challenges and pushing through fear helps you develop new skills, expand your knowledge, and discover your strengths. This growth not only helps you achieve your goals, but also enriches your life and makes you a more well-rounded, capable individual. Finally, embracing discomfort creates a positive cycle of achievement. The more you step outside your comfort zone, the more confident and resilient you become. This confidence allows you to take on even bigger challenges, creating a cycle of growth and success that propels you toward your goals. The willingness to embrace discomfort is a defining characteristic of the 3%. While the 97% stay in their comfort zones, avoiding uncertainty and challenges, the 3% thrive in discomfort, recognizing it as a necessary part of growth and success. They adopt a growth mindset, cultivate emotional resilience, and take calculated risks, using discomfort as a catalyst for achievement. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, the journey begins with shifting your mindset, taking small steps outside your comfort zone, and developing emotional resilience. Set clear goals, surround yourself with supportive people, and focus on the growth that comes from discomfort. The rewards of embracing discomfort are immense, and the journey is one of the most meaningful and transformative experiences you can undertake. By stepping into the unknown and pushing through fear, you unlock your full potential and create a life of purpose, fulfillment, and extraordinary success. Number 10. The vision to think big. In the pursuit of success, the ability to think big is a defining trait that separates the 3% from the 97%. While the majority often limit their dreams to what seems practical or achievable, the elite few dare to envision possibilities beyond conventional boundaries. For the 3%, thinking big is not just about setting ambitious goals. It's about expanding their vision of what's possible and aligning their actions with that vision. They understand that audacious goals have the power to inspire, motivate, and propel them toward extraordinary achievements. This willingness to dream big and act boldly is what sets them apart and enables them to create a life of impact and fulfillment. The 97% often limit their dreams because they are constrained by fear, self-doubt, and societal conditioning. From a young age, many are taught to be practical and realistic, to set goals that are achievable and safe. This conditioning creates a mindset of limitation, where dreams are scaled down to fit within the boundaries of what seems possible. The fear of failure, rejection, or ridicule further reinforces these limitations, preventing people from pursuing their true potential. Another reason the 97% limit their dreams is their focus on immediate circumstances. They base their vision of the future on their current reality, rather than imagining what could be. This short-term perspective keeps them trapped in a cycle of mediocrity, where they settle for incremental progress rather than transformative change. Without a bold vision to guide them, they lack the motivation and direction needed to achieve extraordinary results. The 97% also tend to underestimate their own capabilities. They doubt their ability to achieve big goals and often compare themselves to others, believing that success is reserved for a select few. This lack of self-belief stifles their ambition and prevents them from taking the risks necessary to achieve greatness. The 3% approach dreaming big with a completely different mindset. They understand that the only limits to what they can achieve are the ones they impose on themselves. They dare to think beyond conventional boundaries, envisioning possibilities that others dismiss as unrealistic or impossible. This expansive vision fuels their ambition and drives them to take bold actions. One of the key ways the 3% think big is by focusing on their why. They have a clear sense of purpose and a deep understanding of what they want to achieve. This purpose serves as a guiding star, helping them stay focused and motivated even when the path is uncertain. By aligning their goals with their purpose, they create a vision that is both inspiring and meaningful. The 3% also cultivate a growth mindset, which allows them to see challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. They believe that their abilities can be developed through effort and learning, and they are willing to push beyond their current limits to achieve their goals. This mindset enables them to approach big dreams with confidence and resilience, knowing that they have the capacity to grow and adapt along the way. Another characteristic of the 3% is their ability to break free from societal conditioning. They question conventional wisdom and challenge the status quo, refusing to accept limitations imposed by others. They surround themselves with like-minded individuals who encourage and support their vision, creating an environment that fosters bold thinking and innovation. Audacious goals have the power to transform lives. They inspire us to push beyond our limits, take risks, and pursue our full potential. The 3% understand that big goals are not just about achieving specific outcomes. They are about becoming the kind of person who can achieve those outcomes. This process of growth and transformation is what makes audacious goals so powerful. One of the key benefits of setting audacious goals is the motivation they provide. Big dreams ignite passion and drive, giving us a reason to get out of bed in the morning and push through challenges. They create a sense of urgency and purpose that fuels sustained effort and perseverance. When we are working towards something truly meaningful, we are willing to endure discomfort and overcome obstacles to achieve it. Audacious goals also foster creativity and innovation. When we set our sights on something beyond conventional boundaries, we are forced to think differently and explore new possibilities. This shift in perspective often leads to breakthroughs and novel solutions that we wouldn't have discovered otherwise. The 3% thrive on this creative challenge, using it as an opportunity to innovate and create. Another important aspect of audacious goals is their ability to attract resources and support. When we articulate a bold vision, we inspire others to join us in our journey. Whether it's through partnerships, collaborations, or mentorship, big dreams have a way of drawing in the people and resources needed to achieve them. The 3% understand this and use their vision to build a network of support that amplifies their efforts. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, cultivating the vision to think big is essential. The first step is to identify your why. Take the time to reflect on your purpose and what truly matters to you. What impact do you want to have on the world? What legacy do you want to leave behind? This clarity will provide the foundation for your vision and help you set goals that are both inspiring and meaningful. Next, challenge your limiting beliefs. Identify the fears and doubts that are holding you back and question their validity. Are these beliefs based on facts or assumptions? What evidence do you have that you can't achieve your dreams? By challenging these beliefs, you create space for new possibilities and expand your vision of what's achievable. Another important step is to surround yourself with people who encourage and support your vision. Seek out mentors, peers, and collaborators who share your ambition and believe in your potential. These relationships will provide the encouragement, accountability, and inspiration you need to stay committed to your big dreams. It's also crucial to take bold action. Thinking big is not enough. You must also act boldly. Break down your audacious goals into smaller, manageable steps and take consistent action toward them. Celebrate your progress along the way and use each milestone as motivation to keep going. This combination of bold thinking and bold action is what turns dreams into reality. Finally, embrace uncertainty and discomfort. Thinking big often involves stepping into the unknown and taking risks. Be willing to face challenges, learn from failures, and adapt your approach as needed. This resilience and flexibility will help you navigate the ups and downs of pursuing audacious goals and stay committed to your vision. The vision to think big offers immense rewards. It allows you to achieve extraordinary results, create a life of impact, and leave a lasting legacy. By setting audacious goals and pursuing them with passion and determination, you unlock your full potential and inspire others to do the same. Thinking big also fosters personal growth. The process of pursuing big dreams pushes you to develop new skills, expand your knowledge, and challenge your limits. This growth not only helps you achieve your goals, but also enriches your life and makes you a more well-rounded, capable individual. Finally, thinking big creates a positive cycle of achievement. The more you pursue audacious goals, the more confident and resilient you become. This confidence allows you to take on even bigger challenges, creating a cycle of growth and success that propels you toward your vision. The vision to think big is a defining characteristic of the 3%. While the 97% limit their dreams to what seems practical or achievable, the 3% dare to envision possibilities beyond conventional boundaries. They focus on their purpose, cultivate a growth mindset, and take bold action, using audacious goals as a catalyst for extraordinary achievement. For those who want to join the ranks of the 3%, the journey begins with identifying your why, challenging your limiting beliefs, and surrounding yourself with supportive people. Take bold action, embrace uncertainty, and stay committed to your vision. The rewards of thinking big are immense, and the journey is one of the most meaningful and transformative experiences you can undertake. By daring to dream big and act boldly, you unlock your full potential and create a life of purpose, impact, and extraordinary success. The path to success isn't crowded. It's lonely, challenging, and often uncomfortable. But it's also where the magic happens. It's where the 3% live, thrive, and create extraordinary lives. You have a choice today to continue doing what the 97% are doing and stay where you are, or to start doing what the 97% are not doing and step into a life of purpose, impact, and fulfillment. The 3% didn't get there by following the rules. They got there by rewriting them. They got there by daring to be different, by embracing discomfort, and by staying committed to their vision no matter what. Now it's your turn. The world doesn't need more followers. It needs more leaders, more innovators, more dreamers who are willing to do what others won't. So what will you choose? Will you stay with the 97%, or will you step into the 3%? The decision is yours, and the time is now. Do what the 97% are not doing, and watch your life transform.